All right, geometry. We are finishing up chapter 4 here. 4.8 talks about the coordinate plane, coordinate proofs, really. So what we're doing is we're trying to figure out, are the three sides, so we're trying to use the side theorem. So to use that, we have to know all the sides of two triangles are congruent to each other. Okay, so to find that, using coordinates, we're going to find the distance between each point, or the side length. Okay, so we're going to use the distance formula, which we've used before. So it's the difference of the x's squared, so x2 minus x1 squared, plus the difference of the y's squared. And all of that is square rooted. Okay, so if you need to write that down, make sure to do so. All right, so what we're going to do here is go one by one and find the distance. So, and you don't even have to get the actual distance. You just need to make sure that they match up. Okay, so we've got two triangles here. PQR is one triangle, and XYZ is the other triangle. Okay, so for PQ, I'm going x1, y1. Okay, so here's x, here's y, here's x, here's y. So I'm going to be going x minus x. So I'm just going to start with P. So 5 minus -3 squared plus -4 minus 7 squared. Okay, so what I get there is that's going to be plus, so that's 8 squared, and then plus 11 squared, so -11 squared. And so what I end up with is 64 plus 11 squared is 121. Remember, negative times negative is positive. And so 121 plus 64, I have no idea what that is off the top of my head. 121 plus 64 equals 185. Okay, so there's the first one. So let's find out if xy is equal to that. So xy is x minus x. So I'm going to go -2 minus 9 squared plus, and then we've got y minus y, so -1 minus 7. Okay, so I've got -11 squared plus -8 squared. Well, look what happened. 11 squared is 121 plus 64, which is the exact same thing we had from before. So 185. So those two first ones are equal. So then we go to QR. So QR is going to be these two. Okay. So I've got -3 minus 0 squared plus 7 minus 2 squared. So that's -3 squared plus 5 squared. And that's going to give me 9 plus 25. Well, 9 plus 25 is going to give me 34. So square root of 34. So let's see what YZ gives us. Well, YZ, I'm going here and here. So 9 minus 3 squared plus 7 minus 2 squared. So in that case, I've got 6 squared, plus 5 squared. And we get 36 plus 25. Well, 36 plus 25 gives us 61, I believe. And so those don't match up, but PR might be matched up with YZ. So we got to go ahead and find that last one. So last two, I'm going PR. Okay, so this is 5 minus 0 squared plus -4 minus 2 squared. And so look what I get, 5 squared plus negative 6 squared. And so what I end up with, 25 plus 36, is indeed 61. Okay, so those two matched up. These two matched up. And those two matched up. So last one, I got to go ahead and find out if xz is equal to square root of 34. So xz means I'm going here and here. So here we go. Negative 2 minus 3 squared plus negative 1 minus 2 squared. So I get negative 5 squared plus negative 3 squared. And that gives me 25 plus 9. Well, 25 plus 9 is 34. And so looky there. We've got 34 and 34. So all of them match up. And so are the triangles congruent? Yes. Because each side has a corresponding side. And again, this can be explained either there. Each side has a corresponding side that it is congruent with. Okay. Now, the other way to explain this is side, 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 which is the theorem we've dealt with before. Okay. So what I want you to do is take a look at this. Okay, I'm just going to take a look at that. So go ahead and write these parts down. So our first triangle is PQR, and our second triangle is, once again, XYZ. So I'm going to look at PQ real quick and see. Good, and then, yeah. So we're going to go ahead and do the first two together, and then I'll let you finish it out. So PQ, I'm going to start with Q, or PQ. So I'm going to go negative 7 is the x value minus 4 squared plus negative 1 minus 9 squared. So that's negative 11 squared, and that's negative 10 squared. And so what we have here is 121 plus 100, so that's 221. There's our first one. So looking at xy, same deal. I've got negative 11 minus 0 plus 4 minus negative 6. And so that's negative 11 squared plus, that becomes plus, so 10 squared. And so 121 plus 100 is 221. So those first two do match up. Okay, so what I want you to do is go ahead and finish that out. Find the distance of QR and YZ, see if those match up, and PR and XZ, see if those match up. And if they all match up, they are congruent because of side, side, side. If they are not, you got to explain why not. Okay, so if you need to pause this video to get those written down, go ahead and do so. And we will be talking about that tomorrow. Or if you have questions today, get on the Zoom. Let me know. Peace.